Guadeloupe can feel confusing at first. French signs, taxis that don't take dollars, beaches that aren't walkable from the port. Most cruisers step off the ship unsure whether to explore the city, head for the coast, or book a last-minute tour. But here's the thing. Once you understand the layout and make a few smart decisions early, this island becomes one of the easiest and most rewarding stops in the Caribbean. You'll discover how to spend your day without wasting time, which beaches are worth the drive, and where to find authentic French Caribbean culture that most passengers walk right past. Stick around because we're about to show you the best way to spend your day in Guadeloupe. I'm Charlie from Travel Day Trip Ideas, where we help you explore cruise ports like a local, not a tourist. Today, we're covering Pointe-à-Pitre in Guadeloupe, and this place delivers far more than most passengers expect. When you step off the ship at the cruise terminal, you're about 10 minutes on foot from the heart of the city. The terminal has souvenir stalls, spice vendors, and a tourist information desk, but your best experiences are waiting just a short walk into town. Now, before we dive into the day, let's talk about the biggest decisions you need to make in Guadeloupe. First, do you want beaches or culture? The best beaches aren't walkable from the port. They're 15 to 30 minutes away by taxi. If you want town, markets, and local flavor, you can do that entirely on foot. Second, transport. Taxis are easy, but not cheap. Expect around 15 to 20 euros to Gosier and 30 to 40 for Sainte-Anne. Local buses exist and cost just over €1, but they're slow and schedules don't always match cruise timing. Third, DIY or tour. Here's the thing. Guadeloupe is French, so English isn't as common as other Caribbean islands. Signs are in French, vendors speak French, and navigating independently takes a bit more confidence. A quick note on tours. Cruise line excursions are easy, but you often pay much more for the same experience. Local tours usually offer smaller groups, better value, and more time at the actual sites instead of waiting in big groups. And the reputable ones know cruise timings. They'll get you back with the same safety buffer as the ship's own excursions. So if you're not comfortable with taxis or buses, or if you want to see waterfalls and nature spots on Basse-Terre, a local tour is a smart move here. Walk through the terminal and head toward the spice market. It's about a 10-minute stroll through streets that feel a little rough around the edges. Some buildings are worn, there's graffiti, and it's not the polished Caribbean you might expect. Here's mistake number 1. Most cruisers take one look at the port area and turn around, thinking it's unsafe or not worth exploring. We almost did the same thing. But once you get past the first few blocks, you'll find the real heart of Pointe-à-Pitre. The Marché Sainte-Anne is where locals shop for spices, fresh produce, and handmade crafts. The smell hits you a block away. Vanilla, cinnamon, nutmeg, curry blends. It's incredible. The market is covered, colourful, and full of energy. Vendors sell bags of spices for a few euros, and you'll find local hot sauces, rum, and madras fabric, the traditional check cloth of Guadeloupe. The market closes around 1 in the afternoon, so get here early if you want the full experience. Just around the corner is Place de la Victoire, the main square. It's shaded by trees, lined with colonial buildings, and has a peaceful vibe. There's a war memorial, a fountain, and locals hanging out on benches. If you need a bathroom, there are free public toilets here. Lisa spotted a small cafe nearby where we grabbed strong French coffee and a croissant. It felt surreal. French pastries in the middle of the Caribbean. But that's Guadeloupe. It's part of France, so the culture, the food, and the language are all authentically French. If you're interested in history, the Memorial ACT is about a 15-minute walk from the port. It's a striking modern museum dedicated to the history of slavery in the Caribbean, and it's one of the most powerful museums we've visited. Admission is around 10 euros. If museums aren't your thing, skip it and head straight for the beaches. That's where most people want to spend their day anyway. Now, if you want a beach day, here's what you need to know. The closest beach is La Dacha in Le Gosier, about 15 to 20 minutes by taxi. It's a lively spot with calm water, beach bars, and plenty of locals. You can also take a small ferry from the beach to Île du Gosier, a tiny island with pristine sand and turquoise water. The ferry costs around 5 to 8 euros and takes about 10 minutes. It's beautiful, but here's mistake number 2. If you go to the island, don't wait until late afternoon to come back. The ferries don't run on a strict schedule, and if you miss the last one, you're stuck. We saw a couple of cruisers panicking because they cut it too close. Always build in buffer time, especially in Guadeloupe, where things move on island time. This is one port where a lot of people book a tour because the timing is tight and the distances add up. If you want to see waterfalls, rainforest, or the volcano area on Basse-Terre, you're looking at an hour or more each way on winding mountain roads. Tours handle the driving, the timing, and the language barrier, which honestly takes a lot of stress out of the day and helps you avoid wasting half your port time stuck in traffic or trying to find the right bus. For lunch, skip the tourist spots near the port and find a local restaurant in Le Gosier or Pointe-à-Pitre. Try akras, which are crispy cod fritters, or colombo, a spicy curry dish made with local spices. Fresh fish is everywhere, usually grilled and served with rice and beans. And don't skip the Thai punch, a traditional rum cocktail made with lime, cane syrup, and local rum. It's strong, refreshing, and very Guadeloupean. If you have more time and want the best beach on the island, head to Sainte-Anne. It's about 30 minutes from the port by taxi, and it's worth every euro. The beach is massive, the sand is soft and white, and the water is so clear you can see fish swimming around your feet. The water is shallow for a long way out, making it perfect for families. There are beach bars, restaurants, and even a small market nearby. This is where we spent most of our afternoon, and it was one of the best beach days we've had on any cruise. Here's the premium versus budget breakdown. The premium route is booking a local tour that takes you to Sainte-Anne, stops at a waterfall or viewpoint, and includes lunch. You'll pay around 60 to 80 euros per person, but you get maximum efficiency in a port where distances add up fast and language barriers can slow you down. The budget version is taking a taxi to Le Gosier, spending the day at La Dacha Beach, and maybe hopping over to the island. You'll spend around 20 to 30 euros on transport and save the rest for food and drinks. Both options work. It just depends on how much you want to see and how comfortable you are navigating independently. As the afternoon winds down, make your way back to the port. Here's something most cruisers don't realize. Traffic can get heavy around the airport and city bridges, so leave yourself at least 2 hours before your ship's departure time. Here's mistake number 3. Don't rely on buses to get you back on time. They're cheap, but they're unpredictable. If you're at Sainte-Anne or Le Gosier, book a taxi for your return or ask your driver to come back for you. It's worth the extra cost for peace of mind, which is why many cruisers choose a local tour instead of trying to manage the timing themselves. On the walk back to the ship, we stopped at a small bakery and grabbed a pain au chocolat. It was warm, flaky, and tasted like Paris. That's the magic of Guadeloupe. It's the Caribbean, but it's also France. You get the best of both worlds. If you only do one thing today, make it the beaches. Sainte-Anne, if you have time. Le Gosier, if you don't. The water is stunning, the vibe is relaxed, and it's the kind of place where you forget you're on a cruise schedule. Just don't forget to leave early enough to get back. We've added our favourite local tours in the description below. They're good value, smaller groups, and they've always got us back to the ship on time. Tell us how you'd spend your day in Guadeloupe and keep watching for the next port.